Hello, everyone. Thanks for having joined this virtual encounter, this international conference about masks, religion, and rituals. Today, I will be sharing with you the following research I've been working on, which I titled Masks and Resistance, a story of domination and class conflict in Mexican dances. Before starting, I would like to thank all the members of the crew who make this encounter, this virtual encounter possible. Especially, I would like to thank Vikrant for his support and his kindness because, well, he has been a very good guide through this process. Thanks, Vikrant, and thanks, everybody. It will have been very great to be in Gannat, but, well, we are each of us in our own cave. But anyway, here we are, spreading culture and sharing what we know. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy what I brought to you, and here we are. Okay, well, the objective of the present project is to describe the most representative dances that use masks as a tool of evangelization, as a tool of conversion during the Spanish Conquest. Uh, Also, I will describe the dances, but whose linked is related in processes of social resistance. Since I don't have too much time, I will not. I won't be able to be deep in my descriptions, and also I will omit some dances that I have considered in other presentations that I have done already in previous forums. The justification of this presentation is that masks are significant matter. That is, that they allow us to understand human groups. They allow us to understand the communities that created them, and they make evident the existing hierarchies, and therefore they allow us to make an effort to confront class differences. Well, let's start by describing the first dance brought by the Spaniards. The first dance is the dance of the Moors and Christians, and during the first 50 years of contact, Christian missionaries instigated a process of conversion, starting from the implementation of dances based on mystery plays and allegorical dramas. Okay, so this work represents the ambushes of Christians and Moors, and it taught the natives about the superiority of Christianity. Okay, this dance, with the passage of time, was promoted throughout Mexico, thereby having modifications to the original work. We are going to see that there are other dances that are branches of this one. Okay. In this slide, we can see some masks that are part of this dance, and they are from different part of the country. Okay, we see that the Moors are represented in red. Okay, they are the outsiders. They are the enemies. The evil. Okay, this also has a lot to do with the conception of devil that we will describe afterwards. Okay, it's also important to mention that determined to promote the Catholic faith, the Spanish friars took advantage of the natives' fondness for spectacle and dance in order to use short theatrical performances as a method of conversion. And the result was a syncretism that persists to these days, right? And well, we have this picture, which is just right up to me, and it represents just the description I just mentioned. Okay, now let's talk about the dance of the conquest, which is a variation of the dance of the Moors. But we have to mention that since it was important to adapt the situation, this dance is contextualized. So in that sense, we have no Moors, and the indigenous occupy the role of dominated. So in this photography, which is the cover page of a magazine called Arqueología, we can see that this picture taken in 1935 is Moctezuma, Emperor Moctezuma, meeting Hernán Cortés. It's a performance, of course. At the end of the performance, Moctezuma Moctezuma and his people, into Christianity. Next to the picture, we have two masks of conquistadores, okay, with their white skin and pre-Hispanic elements, big noses and long hairs. They are from the state of Veracruz. Okay, now let's talk about the three powers, la danza de las tres potencias, the dance of the three powers. In this dance, the main character is the soul, which at the end rises into the sky. In this dance, the soul fights against the death, the sin, and the devil, okay, with the help of Christ and the Virgin, okay. And here it is important to talk about the devil, because it is a fight against the good versus evil. The conception of good versus evil existed before the arrival of the Spaniards, but ancient Mesoamerican civilizations didn't have a devil. They had a conception of evil, but they didn't have this character with horns. So it is important to understand this new character, because the Spaniards imposed this new conception of fear by overlapping in the images of the deities, of the gods, of the ancient images, the image of the devil. Okay, that's a theory very discussed, and here in the slide we can see two fantastic masks of Holy Week, and the devil was considered, of course, a character. First, it was feared, but with the passage of time, it became a character related of mockery and satire. Here on the bottom, in the middle, we can see a devil during a festivity in Michoacán, in Pastorela, in December. Well, now let's talk about two peculiar dances that are close geographically speaking, and there are the huehuetones in Puebla and the dance of Catrines in Tlaxcala. Okay, these representations are a clearly mockery of aristocratic lifestyle of Europeans in the New Spain, okay? Mainly of the rich Spaniards and the Frenchmen who once were latifundistas, or land owners of large haciendas. Okay, as we can see in the slide, where these characters are men and women. In this dance, the characters can be played normally by men, even though the masks are by women. Okay. One of the main characteristics of the masks are, as you can see, the ears. Okay. And in the picture, we can see a man wearing a tuxedo, and he's also carrying an umbrella which is open, and that symbolizes that the need of rain during the dry season. Okay, we can consider this dance a clear symbol of resistance. Well, now let's talk about the dance of Cuanegros, which is a very interesting performance that symbolizes a fight against a white Spanish landowner and his black foreman. The Spanish landowner steals from his worker his wife. Okay, eventually the Spanish wins, which clearly symbolizes an injustice. In some versions, Juan el Negro wins, which also symbolizes hope and resistance. In the pictures here in the slide, we can see a clearly similarity, even though the color, which also it's a clearly example of that we are the same, even though the difference of colors, right? So this dance is a fantastic dance, and this is what it shows. Well, now our last dance. These guys here, even though they have an ugly aspect, they might be considered as heroes. The dance of the Tastuanes. The dance of the Tastuanes once was banned because, as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, do you remember the dance of the Moors and Christians? Well, The dance of the Tastuanes is kind of a branch of the dance of the Moors and Christians, only that they kidnapped St. James and they slaughtered him. They stabbed him, and that's why it went banned. Okay? It was even considered a spectacle worthy of savages and a cause of drunkenness of a whole neighborhood and scandalous. This dance is from Jalisco state, okay, and it's danced in different regions of the state. As we can see, there are different features and little animals and scars around the face. This symbolizes different diseases brought by the Spaniards, okay? And it's a clearly example of resistance. In conclusion, well, if we get to know our past, we can get to know our present. In other words, the understanding of conversion processes can help us to understand the implementation and strategies of conversion processes, and that can also help us to understand the implementation and strategies of cultural doctrination and how a system of belief works. Regarding the relevance of masks in Mexico, well, they are not only a ritualistic object, but they are a historical and relevant, intangible matter, okay? They allow us to understand the human groups that created them, and they make evident the relationship with the environment and the economic forms of production, the social institutions and the existing hierarchies, and the social order. They make evident the class differences. And what is very important, if we don't dance, we die. So to dance is to resist. So let's dance. Thank you very much. Have a great day.